Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America on YouTube, and we finally have word from Matt Gaetz, the word we've all been waiting to hear. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Now, you guys know the Republicans have a very razor-thin majority in the House, and they can't afford to lose people, and they just lost George Santos, so they're already down one vote. So Kevin McCarthy has announced his retirement. And, it's like saying, hey, if I can't run the place, I'm out of here. And I don't care about this new speaker, and I don't care about the Republican majority, because it's all about me. It's all about my need to be number one. I think that's how a lot of people took it. And it's how Matt Gaetz took it. And in his talk on his podcast, Gaetz actually brings up Nancy Pelosi and how she's still in the House. She's still helping her caucus, even though she's not speaker anymore. She's still there doing the job. You may disagree with her on a lot of things. I disagree with her on a lot of things. But she is a true believer in her convictions. You have to wonder now if McCarthy's a true believer in what he says he is, or was he just self-serving? First, let's take a look at what Matt Gaetz has to say. But before we get going, I want to again remind you to like, comment, share, and subscribe, because it does really help us out. Again, I'm Carmine Sabia for Explain America on YouTube. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody. But first, let's watch what Matt Gaetz had to say.
That's a wrap.
That is indeed a wrap. This is Matt Gaetz. We are live on Firebrand, broadcasting from room 2021 of the Rayburn House Office Building here at the Capitol Complex on Washington, D.C. And that was former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy announcing his intention to leave the Congress, to quit at the end of the year. You'll remember back in January, Kevin McCarthy said, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and it appears he is indeed finished. This announcement from Speaker McCarthy coming the day after his top lieutenant, Patrick McHenry, announced his retirement from the Congress. The key difference is that McHenry seems to be indicating a willingness to serve out the entire term that his voters elected him to. Kevin McCarthy, in turn, saying if he cannot run the place and be Speaker, then he will leave. So there is an establishment exodus from the United States Republican Conference, and it's my hope that we backfill these establishment, lobbyist-drawn entities with folks who are willing to fight for the America First agenda, to reduce wars, to get out of these bad trade deals, and to stop the illegal immigration that is overrunning our country. And we have to provide a check on the Biden administration that continues to spend us into oblivion and to more debt, and to defang this weaponized government that's been turned against our fellow Americans. Kevin McCarthy was not useful in that fight. In many ways, he inhibited it, and now he is leaving. But there is a very real math problem that we are confronted with for this departure, for all of the self-congratulatory videos that Kevin McCarthy may make. Him leaving, his unwillingness to stay and vote for even the most basic of Republican priorities, may imperil our ability to get the job done. So here's the math. We have a 4-seat majority that we were elected to. Errantly, foolishly, in violation of precedent and due process, we made the decision to expel George Santos. Now, most Republicans in the conference voted against expelling Santos, but enough voted with the errant ethics committee that he is now gone. That takes 4 down to 3. Now McCarthy is saying he's leaving at the end of the year. Takes us down to 2. And then Bill Johnson, the Republican from Ohio, has indicated that he is taking the university presidency at Youngstown State. That will leave us with a 1-seat majority. Sure hope everyone eats their veggies, stays healthy over the break. Otherwise, this thing could tip the balance to the Democrats. Now, there has been some commentary on social media that I am to blame, that it's my fault that Kevin McCarthy is quitting and leaving early. I don't know anyone else who would just say, well, if I can't run the place, I'm going to leave. Nancy Pelosi, for all her flaws, and there are many, she at least stuck around. She didn't hurt her team by saying, well, if I can't be the quarterback, I'm just going to take the ball and go home. That seems to be what we're getting from Kevin McCarthy. This is not an act of patriotism or moving on to the next fight. It is an act of abject selfishness, and it is revealing that if Kevin McCarthy can't swing the gavel and be in charge and make the decisions, that he's not willing to be a team player. For all the criticism I've received about not being a team player, I'm here. I'm doing the work. I'm taking votes. And the Republican establishment might not like how I vote all the time, but I'm not facilitating a path to hand power to the Democrats. That would be more in line with what we see from the former speaker who is on his way out the door. Thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel with notifications turned on. You won't want to miss any of the breaking news.